Hey, this is Jared Newman from the Hunt League Mobile app. I'm here today with Dan from Two Vets Tripods. We're talking about the Apex Predator League inside the Hunt League app, featuring one of the products that's a part of the prize package. So Dan, tell us a little bit more about this incredible tripod.
Yeah, so for the package, we're putting in a QDT V2 tripod, a 55 millimeter 419 ball head, and a 4.25 area 419 Arc-A-Lock rail.
Man, this is a thing of beauty. Deploy it for me.
Yeah.
Show me how this thing works.
Yeah, so I'll go in a quick overview of it. So the QDT V2 has a 42 millimeter main tube. It's our largest tube that we have. Has a 65.5-inch max height. Also has spikes inverted into the feet, and you can flip them over, and then you have a spike.
I actually have one of these spikes in hand.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if this was a part of the predator hunting thing. Is a backup weapon. You have a spike included in the bottom of your tripod. So you say invert it, so you just pop this out, unscrew the bottom.
Yep, and then you'll have a spike and a snow pad.
Flip it over.
Which is super convenient because a lot of tripods out there nowadays, you have spikes, you got to carry them in your pocket, put them in your bag, or you forget them when you go out.
Yep.
It's really kind of a pain in the neck.
You got this one. Is serious spike too.
Yeah. Well, if you forget your rifle and you need another way to go after a predator, there you go.
You got one.
Yep. So, and then the other big feature is it's got quarter turn twist lock. So
super
with
simple.
These quarter turn twist locks, they're really, really fast to deploy, which is a really nice thing because we all know time is money when you're shooting. So what I'm going to do is I'll set this up at a full max height just so you can see how tall it can accommodate a shooter. So
just so everybody knows, I'm 6'3", and if I were to mount a rifle on top of this, I mean, I'd have to be shooting from this. This is on a downhill slope because I'd have to be elevated significantly to get up above.
Yeah, so the big thing that we kind of really came into consideration when we started with this was there wasn't a lot of tripods on the market for guys of your height. So it was really kind of a big deal to bring a nice tripod for guys that are in the 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", and so on and so forth. So,
but you make it so versatile for any terrain.
Correct. Yeah. So what I've experienced a lot is even when you go on hunts or shoots or whatever, like Arizona, I went to Arizona and there was a lot of boulders. You had to basically reach out a lot further than what you had to have the other two legs. So that extra height really added some benefit.
Now, do these legs articulate beyond this? I don't know what this is, a 30-degree angle, 35, something?
So they have 3 levels of articulation. We can actually go all the way down to prone, to seated, full standing. So they're really, you can kind of manipulate the tripod to whatever your needs are.
Yeah. Show me that just so we see how it locks in place. Because one of the things that I've just been blown away with is the stability of this tripod. Because once it's locked,
yeah, it's the stability is kind of crazy. So, I mean, it'll hold me no problem.
It'll hold you no problem. It might even hold you and me no problem. I mean, when you do that, you would think like, okay, it's going to sag, it's going to bend.
Yep.
I mean, you're putting all your weight on that. And if you were to look and measure this, that doesn't even go down.
No, it's not a whole lot. The other real key feature that we put in the tripods, which they don't have a lot, is we have these ratcheting ear mechanisms, right? So basically, you can either pop them out from the back or pull them out from the front. Once you bring the leg horizontal to the ground, you bring it back into place, the ear will actually ratchet back down into place. So it also makes it a lot faster to deploy as well. So,
and it's an audible click. Like as you're doing that, you can hear those clicks, so you know,
yep.
Boom, this tripod, it's locked and ready.
Yeah, so older tripods, or even like our first original tripod, you had to pull it out, push it back in and manipulate it. And sometimes you wouldn't get it quite right. So go to shoot off of it. So this is really kind of one of the refinements that we put on the tripods.
And what makes this QDT V2 one of the ultimate platforms to shoot off of it?
Yeah, so the larger tube diameter, we went with a different leg weave in it. Typically what we found is most predator hunters, they're either driving or packing short distances, so the overall height works really well for them. Most guys like me and myself, I throw it right over my shoulder and I carry it in with the rifle attached. So that's what I found has worked really good.
Yeah, you can go full standing height.
Yep.
Shoot very comfortably on a rock solid platform. If you're out and you've got a boulder 4 feet out in front of you, you can just articulate this leg, pop it out, throw it all the way.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, so having that extra height really it offers a lot of benefit, a lot more than people think, you know. So it's really when you get in situations where you're standing on a grade where it drops off on the bottom side of a mountain or something, that extra height is really nice.
Well, Dan, thank you for joining us today here at the Stag Arms headquarters. Again, this incredible system is a part of the Apex Predator League inside the Hunt League app. So one lucky hunter is going to walk away with not only this beautiful tripod, but we've got this gorgeous setup sitting right back here. So
Nice package.
thank you, Dan, for joining us.
Pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for
Excited to
having
work
me.
together.
Yep.